Hello, everybody. Welcome aboard. Today is Saturday. It is the last Saturday of 2024, so it's the last time I'm gonna do Ultima this year. I don't even know if anybody will be around today, but Baba, it's good to see you. I've been, I have been moving furniture, rearranging my room, and trying to make it more functional. Right now, it is less functional. And in fact, my little screen here is covering a rowing machine that has yet to find a home in the new arrangement. But it's fine. It's all fine. I guess my room's been in this configuration for about a year, or in the configuration it was in just prior for about a year. And I was like, I need to rearrange. So I'm doing that. No regrets. I measured first. I had ideas. And everything has fit so far. And it will be slightly more functional, I think, but not until I have a home for the rowing machine, which we'll see. It may actually end up exactly where it is, but if that happens, it'll be because I shift these bookcases over to the wall and move the hat stand elsewhere. I bought shelving to put board games on, and I measured to make sure it would fit between the two bookcases, and it did. What it didn't do was fit most of my board games because they were too wide. So now it is laying down as a shelf over here where I can put the things that are too wide on top of it much easier. I had measured some, like I thought I measured the boxes. Clearly I did not do well at measuring the boxes because they would only fit if I went diagonal. So whatever, it exists. But I was like, I could keep working on it, or I could stop and stream and then work on it. And I decided that I should go ahead and stream because it's been a bit since I did, and it does, and I like it. Plus, with it here, they're actually accessible. With it there, and the configuration the way it was before, it was behind a table. I couldn't really get to it, so it wasn't accessible. Here, like, I can actually reach them if I wanted to actually use some of them. So it'll be a much more functional space for me. Plus now the black cube has a home. The Invisible Sun Black Cube has a home. Thrawn has sort of taken over my chess set. This is one of Jody's first pieces of art. It is a it's Thrawn saying, water-based markers? Really? But, and then, of course, I have, oh gosh, what else is behind me here? I have Deep Space Nine. the USS Enterprise, Caden Alenko from Mass Effect. Behind Deep Space Nine are Vincent and Bob from The Black Hole. And then I also have, oh God, I can't remember the evil robot's name from Black Hole, but he's there as well. I have Anxiety from, this was from the Anxiety Attacks game Kickstarter. Let's see, I have Doctor Who Yahtzee, which is just a TARDIS. So fun. I have a bag of actual official, like, elf stones from the Sword of Shannara when there was merch, because they made a TV series out of it, despite the fact that the TV series was not great and did not do justice to the series. There was merch for the first time ever. So I have elf stones in a little bag. And then, of course, I have the Bard from oh my God, what is the name of that game? What is the name of that game? Okay, now I'm gonna look through Wander Song. I was like, I'm gonna look through all of my games until I figure out what it was. But the Bard from Wander Song is up there. So fun things. Wolverine and Vader from Jody are on your fridge. I had to get Thrawn because Thrawn. I also have in plastic here is a signed copy of one of the Thrawn comics. I believe it's issue 3, in which an original character by Jody was introduced. I don't know for certain though. And like in the bookcase, I have Trinket here. Next to Trinket, behind the screen at the moment, is, oh gosh, I can't remember the names. The cat. I can't remember the name of the cat. And then Kiri is there as well. The plushies from, yeah. And I've got, well, this is the box starter kit for Animal Adventures. I have Lucia Schroeder. I have Alice from Alice in Wonderland, as well as another Schroeder. What else? Oh, because of the holidays, I have The 12 Terrors of Christmas, featuring Edward Gorey art. You can't really see them in here. There's some Q-pop figures of Spock, Kirk, and Uhura. And you can't really see it because it's too dark, but that is a Blue Canary nightlight to go in the outlet by the light switch. Unfortunately, we don't have an outlet by the light switch in our current apartment, so the Blue Canary is not currently plugged in. It's but I'm sorry, I couldn't not get a Blue Canary nightlight. I actually think that the Blue Canary nightlight came from ThinkGeek. I miss ThinkGeek. They had a lot of good products. We had it in an outlet by a light switch when we first bought it. Blue Rooster, hello, welcome. So Everything around me is a bit of a jumble. The stuff that you see behind me looks kind of nice because I knew that that was going to be on camera, and so I straightened it up. Baba, you have been randomly selected as a VIP for the stream. Enjoy your digital gemstone and the ability to give people points. If that's working, I don't know. My microphone didn't want to work. I turned on my computer and my Elgato software had updated and removed all of my filters from my microphone. And so I had to remember where I had saved them so that I didn't have to manually set them all again. And I had to remember how to import them. Because I don't touch them. I worked on that years ago, and I don't touch them. But occasionally when it updates the software, it doesn't re-import them. And when I went to import, I mean, I just have them exported and saved to the default folder. But when I clicked on import, it didn't go to the default folder to try and import them. So I found them. I got them imported. And then, of course, it also created new devices with the same names. So none of my audio settings, like the microphone in OBS, was pointing to the wrong device. Same name, wrong device, because it created a new one and set that as... I don't like when they update the software and it changes your settings. Thankfully, I knew to look for that and was able to fix it rather quickly, but yeah, it's kind of annoying. Anyway, my plan today is to try to play a few more of the dreams in Ultima Martian Dreams, because I finally should be able to. I was gonna say I'm finally past the point where it broke the first time I broke the game. I didn't break the game. There's a glitch. There's a glitch that currently has no fix other than to restart the game and hope you don't have the glitch. Unfortunately, you don't know if you have the glitch until you're probably about 2/3 to 4/5 of the way through the game. So when I broke the game the first time, I didn't break it. When I hit the glitch the first time, and there was no way to fix it other than delete the save and start over, I decided it was time to take a break. And I took the summer and just didn't stream at all on the weekends over the summer. And then I came back and started the game over and was like, okay, we're going to go through this as fast as possible. And I got really close to the point where I encountered the glitch. And I took something out of my inventory because I needed inventory space. And I set it down. And it was a thing that is not movable once you set it down. And unfortunately, I set it down right on the path I needed to travel on in order to complete the puzzle that I was in. If I had successfully completed it on that run through, it would not have been a problem. But it's hard to win the first time, especially when you don't remember how to beat the puzzle. So I died. And yeah, I broke the game. Because by setting that lamppost down out of my inventory, I made it so that puzzle was not winnable. There was no way to pass it, and there's no way to finish the game. So I had to start over again. Which I did. And I did... This time I started over and did it off stream to play back to the point where I broke the game. And so last week, I finished the puzzle that I broke the game during on stream and cleaned up. So where we got to last week, I finished at the point where I have completed everything I completed in the first attempt when we encountered the bug. When I closed the game last Saturday, there was no bug present. So hopefully when I open the game today, there will still be no bug present and we'll be able to proceed. I don't know. I don't know if it's possible for it to just show up at random. But if it is possible, it will happen to me. I mean, I think all of this is just the universe trying to give me as much playtime in this game as possible because I so desperately wanted to play this game. This game came out in 1991, I believe. Should just be that. Yes, released in 1991. And I had a copy. So at the time, in 91, digital rights management was not quite what it is today. They used to build into the game challenge points, challenge questions that you had to answer correctly. And they always were a question that pointed you to like the book that came with the game, the manual, and you had to go and look something up and type in the answer to prove that you had actually purchased the game. Well, I had not purchased Martian Dreams. Somebody made me a copy of it and a photocopy of the manual. So I started playing it, but I didn't know anything about it. I had played Ultima 5. I had never played Ultima 6. And I had not played... Oh, check your laundry. I had played Ultima 5. Or I hadn't played 6, and I hadn't played Worlds of Ultima 1. So I was making a little bit of a jump in interface. And so I never really got very far. Like at the very beginning of the game, you head into Noctis Labyrinthus, and you're trying to find Cooter so that you can get a ready and reliable supply of oxium that you chew in order to be able to breathe. And I never got past that. I just always kept dying of oxygen deprivation because I couldn't find him. I just got lost in Noctis Labyrinthus over and over and over again. But I thought the concept of the game was really intriguing. The problem was the copy of the game I had was on 5 1/4 floppies. And I got a new computer, or like our computer, we had the family computer. It was upgraded. And we no longer had a 5 1/4 drive. We only had 3.5 drives. And so I didn't have a machine that was capable of taking the discs, and I couldn't play it anymore. And so when I started streaming, the first thing I streamed 4 years and 2 days ago was Ultima 1, because I decided I was going to play through the whole series and then do this game. This game is why I was streaming the Ultima series in the first place. So I'm going to bring the game up on screen, actually. Well, sort of. I'm going to go to the game screen and then open the game. Okay. I don't know if my notes window is going to function the way that it needs to, but, you know, we'll find out. What happens if I make it smaller? Oh, gosh. No, dang it. I'm good at breaking things. Smaller. See, if I bring the window and make the window smaller, I'm hoping I can get it to work properly. But at the same time, I just did that to this window and I didn't mean to. Anyway, none of this matters. I'm just delaying the inevitable. However, 1 second. I'm still going to do it because I want it fixed. Come on. I hate that they... Sorry. I was about to kvetch or to like complain about a tiny, tiny little thing that is entirely in how Windows is designed. And that just drives me a little bit up a wall. There's no bar at the top of the window anymore that I can grab to move the window around. It's so full of things, clickable things. Anyway, I should get the game up on screen now. I have fixed the slight formatting issue there. So let me open the game. Also, I need to reset the deaths because apparently deaths is tech. Woohoo! I remembered the command. I also don't know why it's that font, but whatever. Open the game. Ooh. Sorry. I just saw Starflight 1 and 2 are only $2.45 right now in GOG. Those would be similar. Okay. Yay! Okay. First things first. Make sure that I know what I'm doing. Me know what I'm doing? I don't think I know myself. Okay. Into the game. First, increase the number of cycles. Continue game. Okay. It's not broken. I am so excited. I finally get to do the puzzles that I couldn't do before. So yeah, we're in here. We're in the Elysium Dream Hall. We've done Wyatt Earp's stream. We've done Millier's stream. We need to do Sam Clemens' stream and Percival Lowell's stream. And before, we couldn't because the game spawned their avatars standing in front of the obelisks, even though I had not yet done the dream. So the obelisk was there, but I couldn't access the obelisk because you have to stand in front of it, and their characters were standing in front of it, and I couldn't move them. I'm excited. Okay, I know nothing about this dream. You see a man in light gray wearing a bow tie. I'm so excited. This is exciting. I'm happy. I need my notes because we're going to take notes on this conversation. Alrighty. We have found Sam Clemens. Okay. I don't know that I need to take any notes right now, but he hands you a pilot's cap. You're late, pilot. Where have you been? There's no time to talk now. We've got to get the pages. Yes, look, there they go, scattered on the Mississippi, looking for all the world like stars in the Milky Way. Give me a hand, pilot. Bring me all my pages. If I don't gather up my manuscript and get it to the post box on time, my publisher in New York will have my proverbial hide. I apparently do need to... Okay, so post and time, yes, pages. Cool. Our destination is the end of the river. Mind you, keep your eyes open and warn me if there's shoals ahead too. He looks a bit sheepish. I was admiring my own works when the winds blew... I was admiring my own works when the winds of time blew the pages out of my hands. All those things I write about, they'll always be there. Runaway slaves, paddle wheelers, maiden aunts, and the rest. It'll always be the same. But I'm just a mortal. A man only gets so much time. 25 pages. That's how many we have to gather up. And I don't know how long I've got to do it. Great. The question is... Oh. How do I move the boat? um. Huh. More talk, Sonny? Come on now, we're late. I'll steer this riverboat. You get the pages. Remember, as long as there are rivers, there'll be riverboats. And as long as there are riverboats, there will be pilots. He looks at his watch and looks pointedly at you. Provided they're on time, that is. Okay. So steer. Right, pilot, let's get to work. Oakley dokley. You said you'd steer. So do so. I don't understand. Huh? But you aren't. All right. You see a Martian barge. You see a man in white. And no one in London knows who she is, where she goes, or what she is. The barge controller. This fiend in the night. The lady in white. I don't understand. It doesn't seem like we're moving. Lemon said he would move. Or he said he would steer, but how do we get motive power? I may be the pilot, but I don't know how this thing works. Martian barge can't be used. Pilot? As long as we can see the sandbars, we won't run adrift. But I have no idea. Ooh, that worked! Okay. I may have figured it out. It may have taken me a lot longer than it should have. A box of cigars. Well, I didn't really need those now, did I? Maybe I do. I don't. I see a page, I think. Come on, riverboat. Come on, barge. Bargy barge? Fine, we'll go south. One more. It took me forever to figure out how to move this darn thing. I'll take the sheepskin jacket. Northeast isn't possible. East? Nope. Southeast it is. Okay, south it is. Okay. Pages! Really? It won't go northeast, apparently. Well, then I have to go south. But I don't know how I'm gonna get that page that was up there. Ooh. I know very little about how to navigate this boat, but it is working. Nope. Get page. Ooh, more dream stuff. Lord Portico! At an hour ago. He started an hour ago. It's good to see you. How has your time off been? I hope you took some. You were busy making more science. Time off. I don't remember what those berries do. What do the rouge berries do? The best way to answer that is with the wiki, because it's so much faster than the book. Had to find some Delevely coffee and an act of pettiness against Noir. It's fine. I understand. Clairvoyance. Ooh. Ooh. I wonder. It says the only disadvantage is that you can't sleep, but I'm gonna save first. I'm gonna use but now I know where the shoals are. Now I know why it was so hard to navigate. I mean, I know about your vendetta against Noir. Oh, it won't go diagonal. He keeps insulting the Ox crew. I mean, eventually he's got to get to a point where the Ox crew just runs out of money, I would assume. I mean, I know that goals are puny, but I also know what it's like to run out of money. How else can I respond? You will never meet this goal. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, psychic power fades. I was like, what happened? What happened? I can't see anymore. A pith helmet. Well, hopefully he is enjoying all of his new subscriveners. Because I feel certain that he has many. $11 pages. Okay. I finally get to do... This is one of the puzzles that I couldn't do because the game broke. This is... I'm finally doing post-glitch content. How many months ago was that? I don't remember. But it was a long while ago. All right, that's 16 pages. Do I need to go up, I wonder? I'm assuming yes. Apparently my assumption was incorrect. You could always tell him, dream bigger. It seems like Noir is not dreaming big enough. I have been ridiculously busy, so I have not been able to pop in on Noir's streams. I'm gonna have an entire outfit by the time we're done. All over the place. You've been working too much. Incidentally, I already have my first 2 instructional sessions scheduled for the spring. I don't teach. I don't do instruction. But I already have 2 instructional sessions scheduled. Spring class prep that needs to happen. I mean, it was nice of the instructor to contact me before the break even started, so that I'm aware that I will be coming back to instruction in February. "22 of 25. Look, Sam Clemens, you could have done a better job of holding on to your freaking pages. One more page. One more page. And then we've won this game we've been playing. I have no idea. What's this? What's this? Weed sprayer. I'm out of berries. And I don't have any cream. Berries and cream, berries and cream. Well, yeah, only needed 25 pages, but I'm gonna get you more of them. Possibly. Look, that's already 26. I have no idea how to get out of here, though. So let's just hope that we don't run aground. I have 27 of your pages, Mr. I need 25 pages. That would be 28. He apparently does not know how long his writing is. It's funny. I don't know that I've ever actually read any of his works. I just know of him mostly from Star Trek. Like, I'm aware of him as a literary figure, but I know him mostly from Star Trek. Okay, we've hit. Let's try this. Nope. We are about to have an automated 3-minute advertisement break. Badly. So I will save the game here. We will go to a be right back, and we'll be right back. That's how that works. Hello. Welcome back. Apparently, the microphone issues. Of course they did. Of course they did. It broke all of... Oh, gosh. Sorry. No, but it should have... It shouldn't have affected that. Now I am confused. Oh? Oh? Well, I don't know why it didn't unmute the microphone. It was supposed to. Anyway, hi, welcome back. Hi, Puddleglum. I saw that you are here. My... Elgato updated some software, and it has broken things. Surprise, surprise. Okay. Down is not possible. Left? We do need to continue south at some point, but since I have no more of the clairvoyance berries, we can't knock things over. Yes, Elgato, of course. Since I have no more clairvoyance berries, I can't see the shoals anymore. So I'm navigating without the ability to see the invisible things. Ooh, how many pages are there? It said collect 25. I have 32 so far. I have to put on not pajamas today? What? Shadows of Life! Hi, Shadows of Life! I don't know what shenanigans you're doing here today. As far as I know, shenanigans do not happen on this channel. Thank you for the shenan. I have no idea where his postbox is. A bit of shenanigans from time to time. Maybe I have found the path of least resistance. Ooh, I want. Gimme. Gimme, gimme that green glass love. I want it. Gimme, gimme that green glass love. I need it. I think those are the words. I don't honestly remember. It's been a while since I listened to Gimme Gimme. Or to Thoroughly Modern Millie at all, but Green Glass Love sounds right. Because knowing the story. Oh. Oops. I keep hitting the wrong button. It's because there's so many repetitive button clicks in this. Sweet? And now west? Yes. All right, I have 34 pages now. How many pages exist? You only have to collect 25. I think east. Okay. Now, Clemens kept talking about time. So I wonder, I don't think there's a time limit, but we'll see. I'm looking to see if there's a 35th page. I don't presently see one. All right. Use drop 34 pages into move. He said 25, so let's try that. The mailbox doesn't want to talk to me. I can't. Can I drop them in one at a time? No. Pages. Oh, good. You got all the pages. He squares them into a stack, and they change into a book. The title reads, The Adventures of Rogan. That's a good title. He hands you the book and smiles warmly. Now you go and post this. Our destination is the end of the river. Mind you keep your eyes open and warn me if there's shoals ahead too. Right, pilot, let's get to work. You know, he said he was gonna steer, but I did all the steering. Use manuscript. Look at manuscript. Ah, I can't read it. You see a man in light gray wearing a bow tie. He shakes your hand and thanks you as you step off the peculiar raft. My goodness, I do believe you're as real as I, or the rest of us Earth folks. I thought for sure I was dreaming you, too. He grins beneath his bristly mustache. I guess I should be going now. I'm sure we'll meet again. I have successfully accomplished the first task post glitch. I think that means there's only one more dream. Percival Lowell. Okay. It's hot in here. And I have telekinetic ability right now. Ready, winged shoes. Oh, this is great. Let's get Cupid's bow and arrows, and let's go ahead and equip them. A hand mirror. These calculations have convinced me, as I am sure they would convince any intelligent reader, that there is a ninth planet somewhere beyond Neptune. I thus have no choice but to visit there in person and bring back evidence to convince the masses. Well, I think it depends on your definition of planet. A dead Martian? A dead Martian? A metal woman. Talk to metal woman. You see a shining, golden metallic woman. Welcome, traveler, to this place of hope and despair. Oh, metal woman. So... somehow I already have these notes, but I don't understand how. Maybe I can't remember which ones I couldn't do before? I don't know. I know, it looks bronze to me too. There is hope because I will exist. There is no true end where there is a new beginning. There is despair because that which is familiar will cease to exist. You see before you the fruits of the Martian plague. She gestures to the dead Martians at her feet. These fruits are the end of the known. I am the beginning of the unknown. I am your child, and you are the origin. Yes, Lord Portico, we are indeed in Metropolis now. My existence is dependent upon you, my friend. I have no name, as I have no existence. Yes, my existence is dependent upon you. It is my destiny to be the salvation of the Martian race. There is no response when I say Metropolis. But yeah, she looks very much like Metropolis. Yeah, I don't have any other. Okay, I have winged shoes and Cupid's. Use hand mirror. You see yourself. I can't use the hand mirror on the metal woman, apparently. And despite the fact that I have winged shoes, I can only fly in certain direction. It is a maze. But a maze that you can't see the path. But there's only one path, so... a huge red spot. I must save the game. Apparently I can just bypass the spot. Ish. Alright, we've got a scythe, we've got a rake, we've got a hoe. We've got a hive, a pitcher, and a vine. Use scythe on hive. Use scythe on vine. Use rake on... Rake can't be used. Use hoe on... They gave me a hoe. I'm gonna... Hoe. 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 Right, and we've got a gentleman. Let us speak to the gentleman. You see an older, distinguished-looking man who appears somewhat distracted. Hello, my name is Percival Lowell. I am an astronomer. I am studying the solar system. Are you by any chance a hero? My calculations indicate that there is a 9th planet in our solar system. I have come out here to visit it, but I can't see it. Hi, Moody Mystery. I could probably find it from Neptune, but there is a monster of some kind there. I need a hero to defeat the monster and find the 9th planet. My solar system, he says the same thing, hero. I need someone to take my telescope to Neptune, defeat the monster there, and find the 9th planet. Will you do this for me? Yes. Thank you. Be sure to send me a signal from the 9th planet if you reach it. Until we meet again, good luck, and thank you. Righty-ho. There is a monster on Neptune. Oh, attack with the Cupid arrows. Canal worm now charmed. Talk to canal worm? No response. Fine. Job's done. I have to find... Wait, that was Neptune, wasn't it? Derp-a-derp-a-derp. I hope it's still charmed. What direction? I didn't see a 9th planet there. Nope. Aha! Southwest. I assume I'm supposed to walk there. Maybe? I could be entirely wrong about this. Because so far I can't. Come on. Come on. Down and left and right and center and backwards and left and... I love navigating in this game. It's really fun. Like, let's just walk through places where we can't see anything that we're doing. I hope I was supposed to come here on my own. Oh, you see an older distinguished looking man who Use the mirror to send Lowell a message in Morse code. He responds. Oh, they didn't. Hive ho, off to Vine again. Shadows. Both you and Moody Mystery need points. I'm sad that it didn't give me his message in Morse code. I'm so glad you've done this for me. I knew I needed a hero for this. I need a hero. Sorry. Now I can go home and plan my space cannon project. He pauses as if suddenly struck. But wait a moment. I've already gone to Mars. I remember now. This is all a dream. I'm not sure if you are real or the result of my dementia, sir, but I thank you. I shall find my way back to the Hall of Dreams now. Okay. I have successfully freed them all from their dreams now. I don't know what I'm supposed to do next. Quests. Talk to Carnegie about the space cannon. Didn't I do that already? Prince, berries, picture, get the photo developed, talk to Millier, over the ice cave. Well, we did the Elysium Dream Machine. Okay, so I think I have to go back and talk to Tekapesh. I think. Elysium. Elysium, Elysium, Elysium. Sirtis, Hellas, Elysium. Hello! Hello, to lovelies! Hi, welcome in. I hope that I hope that Saturday was good. I hope that science was good too. Welcome in. It's great to see you. Can we have a shout out for Delevely? If you are here and you're not following Delevely, did you just get here? Is this your first time? Because go follow Delevely. You'll have a Delevely time. You may know Delevely from things such as the Twitcherverse, science, oh, and TTRPGs. Yeah, there's that one as well. Moody, I have indeed. We have successfully reached and gone past where I encountered the game-breaking bug the first time I took a stab at this game. I'm sure that I have no idea what happened on your stream. Oh dear. I hope there were some shenanigans. Anyway, welcome in everybody. Heart of Handprints, thank you so much for the follow. If you're new here, I am Rogan27, and we are presently trying to save the Martian civilization of intelligent plant people. We have time traveled back to the 1890s, and we're also trying to save all of the prominent figures of the 19th century who at the Chicago World's Fair were as a result of sabotage, were launched to Mars, which it turns out is Percival Lowell's Mars, and there are canals and a dead Martian civilization, but their consciousnesses survived, and we're trying to save them so that we can save the people and get back to Earth and then go back to our time. It's all perfectly logical. This is Ultima Worlds of Adventure 2 Martian Dreams, the 8th game published in the Ultima series, and it was released in 1991. And I played it back then, but never got very far before I no longer had a 5 1/4 floppy drive and couldn't play it anymore. So when I started streaming, I started with Ultima 1. And I have been playing the Ultima games all the way through from the first one to get to this one. So it's been good, and I'm loving it. I love the premise. I think it's a lot of fun. We have now successfully woken everybody from their nightmares. We've saved everybody from their nightmares. So I think we have to go back and talk to Tekapesh, because we need them awake in the real world so that we can create artificial bodies for the Martians. And like, I can't get into the ice cave without melting the polar cap, and I can't do that without help from Lewis Comfort Tiffany. And he was one of the guys that we woke up. We've saved George Washington Carver from a nightmare, Vladimir Ilyich Lenin from a nightmare, H.G. Wells from a nightmare, Lewis Comfort Tiffany from a nightmare, Wyatt Earp and George Millier from nightmares, as well as Sam Clemens and Percival Lowell. Yes. So the first time I played through, I encountered a game-breaking bug at, I don't know exactly how far, it's either like 2/3 or 4/5 of the way through the game. So then I took a little break, came back, started over, played through on stream from the beginning again, got really close to where I encountered the game-breaking bug, set down an inventory item directly on the path, and it turned out to be an inventory item that I could not pick up again, and that I could not pass through, thereby breaking the game. And I had to start over again. It's fine. Who is that? That's Chuckstaff. I don't know why I would need to talk to you. Chuckstaff. Sisik, Zishak, Tekapesh, Cheshef, Bikshiz, Chuckstaff. Okay, that's Tiffany. Wait. No. I mean, I do need you, but... You see an older man, dirty and disheveled. No! The game has not broken this time. Greetings again, Worm. How may I assist you? We will have to find an alternative answer to our problem. One of Zakshesh's weed-brained podmates was working on something. It is my wish we should meet again. He bows formally. Anyway. All of this is purposeful. Wait, it's full of... Okay. I mean, sure. Maybe it's purposeful. Delevely plays the game from the beginning of stream. This is true. I just play the game from the beginning multiple times, apparently. Here at Ultima, we play the stream since the beginning of game. I mean, I tried to play this from the beginning of the series, and then I discovered that there was actually a game called a Calibeth that was a precursor to Ultima 1. But I didn't know it existed before I started, and I may have to go back and play it sometime. Technically, I have played the series from the beginning, because the Calibeth technically is not part of the series, but some of its mechanics became Ultima 1. All right. Dark-bearded man, very unkempt. You are not of my grove. What is your business in this place? The pods would of course have been our first choice. We will retain these shells unless something better is offered. Yes, I know. We've had this conversation. Yes, I have a plan. We will go now to the dream machines and trade places with the free humans in the Hall of Dreams. We will wait in a secret place in the dream world to be called to new bodies. We will not wait patiently, and we will not wait long. We will find you if you do not fulfill your part in this matter. You will regret having forsaken. I promise you, you will regret. He goes to a central area and calls to his plantals. When they are gathered, he announces that he has agreed on their behalf to trust you and to return to the dream world for the time being. There is some discussion, mostly in favor, and the Martians file in orderly fashion to the dream machine. When they are in place, you activate the machine and Tekapesh, leader of the Elysium Martians, gathers his people. I have learned that you are honorable, and I trust your efforts to find us new bodies that can survive the legacy of Rakzach. My grove mates, these creatures from another world, have proven as honorable as ourselves, and their grove mates have more right to these bodies than we do. We hope to walk this world again someday, but our hope now rides with them. Yay! Also, there was Ultima Online, which is not as online as it used to be. Bold words from a man whose name sounds like a sci-fi door opening. Oh gosh. I've never gotten this far. I don't know what I need to do next. Well, I could talk to Millier. I haven't gone to the, so I know I need Tiffany's help, but in game, I don't know I need Tiffany's help yet. So hopefully Ultima Underworld 1 and 2. Yes, so I do plan to continue on after I finish this title. I've been trying to play them in release order. Which... Yeesh. So... I never did play a Calibeth, which came out in 1979. I did play Ultima 1, 2, and 3. I did not play Ultima Escape from Mount Drash. I might have to see if it's possible to do. That technically that came after Ultima 3, but I didn't investigate it at the time, and I don't know if it is possible. Like, I don't know if it's available. And then I played 4, 5, 6, Worlds of Ultima, Savage Empire, and now Ultima Worlds of Adventure 2, Martian Dreams. Technically, according to this, the next game in release order would be Ultima Runes of Virtue, which is a 2-part series that was released for Game Boy. The first one in 91. So technically the next one I should play, if I try to play them all, would be Ultima Runes of Virtue, which is a Game Boy game. I do not know yet whether that is possible. If there is a way for me to do it, I will attempt to do so. After that would be Ultima 7, the Black Gate, and then comes Ultima Underworld. So it gets a little confusing because after Runes of Virtue 1 is Ultima 7, then Underworld 1, then Ultima 7 Part 2, then Ultima Underworld 2, then Runes of Virtue 2, and then Ultima 8. I went from 5 to Martian Dreams to 8 when I was a kid. And then I have to see about trying to play Ultima Online after I play 8. I never did finish 8, so that'll be interesting. Wow, I didn't realize that the newest title came out in 2018, Underworld Ascendant. I had no idea. The last one I really sort of knew about was 8. I mean, I knew about Online, but I never played it. Anyway, now I have completely distracted myself. Let's run around and talk to people, because I don't know what else to do in the game. I know I need to find Millier and get him to develop a picture. It could be more confusing. Looks at Kingdom Hearts. Oh, Shadows, I am aware. I have played all of Kingdom Hearts that it is possible to play. Ish. When they released Kingdom Hearts 3, I went back and played Kingdom Hearts 1, and Kingdom Hearts 2, and then all of the convolutions, and included in the like prequel small intro game to 3 in the bundle. I think it's, what is it, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 or something, I don't remember. There are basically storyboards that walk you through the story of some of the games, which I did for the games that I didn't have a platform to play them on, as well as I couldn't stand the Game Boy Kingdom Hearts game that was the cards. I hated that game, so I skipped it. I just watched the story. But there was like a browser-based Kingdom Hearts game so much. There is Moody Mystery. There is an Ultima 9. And after Ultima 9 comes Ultima 5, Lazarus. Which is a fan-made remake of Ultima 5. And then you get Lord of Ultima, which was according to this, a defunct free-to-play browser-based massively multiplayer real-time strategy video game. So I probably won't be able to play that. And then there's Ultima Forever, Quest for the Avatar, which was a free-to-play cross-platform online action RPG. I don't know the status of that, but by the fact that this says was, I'm guessing it's not available either. 9 to 5 makes sense. So after Ultima 9, we might not be able to do... I mean, we might be able to look at Lazarus, but it doesn't sound like Lord of Ultima or Ultima Forever will be possible. And then after that is Underworld Ascendant, which is apparently a first-person action RPG that came out in 2018 and is a sequel to Underworld and Underworld 2. 9 to 5. That's when we're working. Yep. I have to find people. Careful when looking at Lazarus. When he comes back to life, he might startle you. I understand that that is a witticism. I don't personally understand the witticism. I don't get the joke, but I understand that there is a joke. But I don't know enough about the Lazarus story to get the joke. I am in Elysium, so is everybody just supposed to be back to where they should be? Because if that's the case, then I need to go find Millier. Thank you. That's all I expect from my jokes. Hey, I just... comes back to life using a pit of something? Yeah, I don't know. I know that Lazarus is a story about somebody who comes back to life. That is the extent of my knowledge about the Lazarus story. I don't know Christian mythology very well. Sorry, every single time the caption says man in white, I hear the song The Lady in White from Dracula, the musical. DC Comics thing, a Lazarus pit. Ah, okay. And no one in London knows who she is, where she goes, or what. Okay, let's see. We don't care about Cooter. I'm gonna collapse some of these people because I don't need most of them anymore. Reed, Tesla, Dallas Garrett, CL Blood, Lieutenant Dibbs, Buffalo Bill, Calamity Jane, Nathaniel Peters, Cooter McGee, Coker, Stoker. All right. Here we are. Let's see. Sissick, Zshak, Lowell. Millier. That's who we're talking to. The Ra's al Ghul thing. You have Runes of Virtue 1 and 2 on your emulator? That is good to know. I honestly have not looked... I haven't investigated in a while to see and map things out, so... And honestly, I never looked very far past Martian Dreams, because Martian Dreams was the stated goal, but now I just want to play all of them. All right. He is no longer Phasic. He is now Millier. Who, if you are unfamiliar, and in fact, let's see, we should do that. I think the time travel book? Yeah. Georges Millier, page 18. I think we need to zoom. Just a bit. Georges Méliès, 1861 to 1938. A French magician, theatrical producer, and actor. Méliès achieved worldwide fame at the turn of the century as the most innovative and adventurous of the early motion picture makers. His 1902 film, A Trip to the Moon, was remarkably similar in some ways to our own real-life adventure on Mars. One has to wonder whether he was inspired by the events of 1893 to 1895. Méliès's expertise in the area of things photographic proved invaluable on Mars. So, Mr. Méliès, what have we got? Let's talk to you. Let's see. Oh, Monsieur Lavatar, it is good to see you again. I deal with the theater and magic. I run a small theater in France, you know. I can't do a French accent, and I am just going to continue to butcher one. I am also learning about photos and cameras. Quite fascinating. Magic is defined, you see, by illusion, perspective, point of view. All three is important, no? It is very similar in some ways to working with cameras. The same manipulation on the reliance, the same manipulation of the reliance on the sense of sight occurs with both. I often operate a camera. I use it to make moving pictures. You must see some of my work after we return to Earth from this Mars. I love that in the game, Earth is lowercase and Mars is capitalized. I cannot wait to get home and work on these ideas which I have had while I was here. This could change my career. There are some good photographic possibilities here on Mars. I only wish I had my camera with me on this unexpected expedition. I would rather not have spent this much time away from my endeavors. Yes, photographs and photographic plates. I work often with them. Did they ever figure out how they're getting home? Oh, we're building a rocket. But first we had to get their minds back in their heads. And now we have to figure out what's going on with Argyre because there's no contact with the people that ended up in the Martian city of Argyre. But yeah, Carnegie is building a rocket to get them home. A plate must be developed to produce a photograph from a camera. I bet I'm gonna need chemicals. Oui, I could do that for you. I've got the plate, sir. That was me. Excellent. I will return in a while. A short time passes, and Méliès returns with the photograph. I have it. It is a fine photo. I hope it is what you need. Rogan takes the photo. All right. I hope I have helped you. We will meet again. Oui? Sweet. That means... Aw. That's sad. I thought if I looked at the photo, it would, like, do a close-up. And it doesn't. That saddens me. But that is one of the few quests that I still had. It's driving me a little bananas. I need to copy out the remaining quests. Actually, I don't remember if we've done this, so I'm going to leave it as an unfinished quest. Prince. Great. So I've done those sub parts. I need to take that back to Hearst, William Randolph Hearst. I don't even know if this berries thing for Sarah Bernhardt is a quest. Or the fingerprints for that matter. I don't know if those are actually quests or not. But I'm getting lost in all of my crossed out completed quests. Open the ice cave. We haven't done that yet. Oh, you can't see. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here editing my notes and you all couldn't see what I was doing. So that was grand. Cool. But I don't even, whatever. Yeah. Our list of open quests has reduced in size. Just a titch. Talk to Carnegie about the space cannon. Get fingerprints. Get berries. And these, like I said, I don't even know if these are actually quests or not. So I'm just going to gray those. Take a picture of the cannon on top of Olympus Mons for Hearst. Well, I have the picture. I call this a selfie. Here, you can have the first copy. But Hearst is not in Elysium. He's back in Olympus. So while I'm here, I should go talk to the rest of the people that we woke up in Elysium. Possibly. Maybe? Yeah. All right, so we just talked to Millier. Let's talk to George Washington Carver. You see a young, thin black man. Hello, Rogan. It's good to see you again. All right, Carver. Well, I've done everything from painting and lace making to plowing, cooking, laundry, and shanty building. Painting? Why do I have a feeling this is gonna end up being relevant? Right now, my job is to learn everything I can, mostly about agriculture and plants, so that I can help my people. Oh. I already had some of his keywords. It's fine. I don't actually know how I'm organizing things anymore. Let's ask about painting. I was at the I know there's time travel in this game, but this statement strikes me as implausible. I was at the 1983 exposition to study the displays of art, science, and horticulture. I found a typo! And I love it! Also, we're about to be forced to sit through 3 minutes of advertisements. So I will be on the Be Right Back screen, and I will see you in a couple of minutes. Welcome back, everybody. Hi, welcome in, Raiders. Mermaid Jeans, thank you so much for the raid. What were you up to today? How was your stream? And hi, if you're new here, I'm Rogan27, and this is my stream where I do games. I do some retro gaming on Saturdays, some not retro gaming on Mondays, and I stream archival materials on Wednesdays. So, ooh, Breath of the Wild. It has been forever since I used my Switch. I played Breath of the Wild for a while. I ended up watching it more than playing it because it was just too open world for me. I got overwhelmed. But hopefully you had a good time. I am playing a game from 1991. That has a somewhat... I occasionally do break retro games on Saturdays. Yes, I have broken the game twice. Somewhat convoluted plot, but we're making headway. And just before the ad break, George Washington Carver accidentally said 1983 instead of 1893. And I just love that we found a typo in a game from 1991 that has not been fixed. I mean, typos happen, and that's an easy one. 1983 instead of 1893. Anyway, if you're new here, welcome. It's great to have you here. Thank you so much for the raid, Mermaid Jeans. And yeah, it has taken me 4 years and 2 days to get to this point in this game. Most of that time was spent playing all of the previous games in the Ultima series. Because I started with Ultima 1 on the first day that I ever streamed. Okay, I was at the 1893 exposition to study the displays of art, science, and horticulture, but my reason for going was to accept an award for one of my floral paintings. I wanted to be an artist, you know, but there's no living in painting, and I can contribute more to my people through my love of plants. Oh, well, he looks sad but content. All right. Plants. It is amazing that an entire culture can be based on a plant form. I wish that I could have studied them in their prime. Their culture is greatly advanced. Their method of passing on their knowledge is fascinating. Hi, Nazium. Thank you. Yeah, oh gosh, it's been something like maybe 3 months. It's only the second time I've ever grown it out, so. I sure do wish we could do that. Just pass our knowledge straight on to our descendants. I must try some experiments with earth plants and composting when we get home. Let's see, grow. Fertilizer. Okay, neither of those are actually keywords of his, so... Nope. I had words I wanted to ask him, but none of them... Okay. Everyone? People. Yep, I don't know why I had... Maybe that might have been... Those might have been keywords when he was still in the dream world. I think we're done. With that hat, I feel like I should warn Rogan about possible icebergs in his path. Iceberg! Get ahead! Goodbye, then. My prayers are with you. Every day from GMOM. Good morning, old man. To GNOM. Good night, old man. My telegraph sends its messages to ships at sea, sending out its dit dit dot dit dot dit 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 dot dit dot dit 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 dot dit dot dit. I forgot the next word. I think it's endlessly, but anyway. It's been a while since I listened to the Titanic musical as well. You see a distinguished older man with a trimmed white beard. Well met, Rogan. How may I help you today? I am an artist and a sometime interior decorator. All right, Lewis Comfort Tiffany. I know I'm going to need him later after we visit the North Pole. But artist, decorator. Right now, I am working mainly in glass. Oh, yes. Oh, gosh, we didn't... We just finished talking to George Washington Carver, circa 1860 to... Oh, gosh, you can't see it. To 1943. Born to enslaved parents, Carver fought the odds and turned a lifelong affinity for plants into a career. In 1896, he became head of agricultural research for the Normal and Industrial Institute for Negroes at Tuskegee, Alabama. Historical terms. There, he pioneered multi-crop farming and crop rotation and synthesized over 400 substances from peanuts and sweet potatoes, including dyes, milk, linoleum, glue, soap, flour, oil, paint, ink, butter, coffee, and even synthetic rubber. Thomas Edison once offered Carver a salary of $100,000 to join him at his lab in New Jersey, but Carver turned him down, saying he was needed at Tuskegee. Remarkable, remarkable man. And we're now talking to Tiffany. I don't know which page Tiffany is on. Let's find out. 22. Louis Comfort Tiffany. 1848 to 1933. Louis Tiffany, son of renowned jeweler Charles L. Tiffany, began as a painter in oil and watercolors, but eventually found his true calling in the design of decorative objects made of iridescent Favrile, or Tiffany glass. He also worked extensively as an interior designer, co-founding one of the leading design consortia in the United States. Among his noteworthy interiors were the White House and the home of Samuel Clemens. See Mark Twain, page 23. We will when we talk to Mark Twain. Okay. Let's see. Glass. Glass is such a flexible medium for artwork. It is a pity that not many artists have discovered the joy of working with it. I have designed the interiors of many types of structures, from the White House to armories to private homes. I can make or fix almost anything made of glass. I am not currently carrying it. You have something which needs to be fixed. What is it? I know we will have something that needs to be fixed, but right now we don't. I will hope to see you again soon, Rogan. Good luck in your travels. I'm so excited! Okay, let's see. We've talked to Tiffany, Millier, and Carver. We could go talk to Percival Lowell. He's in the next building. Moody, we're not in the dream world anymore. We woke them up. And so I'm going and talking to them now that they are no longer Martians in their bodies. You see an older, distinguished-looking man. Ah, Rogan, it is indeed good to see you again. Perhaps this time I may be of service to you. Lowell smiles and shakes your hand. Ah, he's cleaned up quite a bit since Tekapesh was in his body. His hair is combed, like, just all together looking much better. I am the designated leader of the first expedition, and also the first man to set foot on Mars. Quite impressive, eh? Yes, it is quite beautiful, is it not? He sighs rather wistfully. It was the correct destination, but a premature expedition. Ooh, are we gonna get clues to the sabotage that launched them early? Scientifically speaking, the 1893 trip will have to be counted as an unsuccessful experiment. We have conclusively proven there was a civilization on Mars, it is true, but it was not a controlled set of conditions. Perhaps if the participants had been chosen for their qualifications rather than by happenstance, it would have been otherwise. Quite a shame, really. It might have worked. Now we must return to Earth without a firm scientific thesis and evidence for it. I think you're getting a little wrapped up in process and ignoring the actual results that you came across, that controlled conditions would not change. I do wish our communications could have been steadily maintained. So much time has been wasted. Okay. We were supposed to relay messages of our progress on certain experiments. The work on the space cannon was also unnecessarily delayed. Yes, we almost completed the cannon before the fiasco with the Dream Machine. We only need a bit more iron ore to complete the project. I smell quest. Iron or what? Exactly, Shadows of Life. That blasted device! If we had resisted its lure, none of this would have happened. The Martians based it on a very interesting premise, though. I don't know what happened to the game music there for a second. Living your dreams and nightmares. What an intriguing pastime. Amazing, isn't it? That they waited all this time for bodies to use as a way out of the dream world. I am certainly glad that they gave them up in the end. We must help to find a solution to their problem. That was absolutely horrible. It was merely a trap set up by the Martians so that they could keep our bodies. Yep, trap. Yes, I don't know how we would have escaped without you. Thank you again. I never thought I'd get back to Earth. He grins. I run. And I run, or Sorry. You'll have to speak with Mr. Carnegie for more information on that. He knows a lot more about the metallurgical end of the cannon construction. Right. I swear I thought we already had talked to Carnegie, but whatever. Participants, I have learned a bit about each of the members of the expedition over the last 2 years. If there's anyone you wish to know more about, I could tell you a little, or you could ask them yourself. Ooh. I know who I need to ask about. Rasputin. He's a power-hungry madman. He deserted the rest of us with his thugs as soon as we landed. If it were not for him, this experiment might have succeeded. Oh, incidentally, I forgot to read the entry on Percival Lowell as well. 17. Percival Lowell. 1855 to 1916. Lowell, an American astronomer and leader of the 1893 expedition to Mars, was born to one of America's oldest and wealthiest families. After graduating from Harvard University, he managed his family's cotton mills and utility companies. For a time, he served as a diplomat, notably in the Far East. Upon learning of the controversy over the Martian canals, he turned a lifelong interest in astronomy into a career. Using his inherited wealth, he built an observatory in Arizona specifically for the observation of Mars. He mapped 184 canals, each so regular that no natural phenomenon could explain their existence. Clear evidence, he thought, that some intelligent life form was responsible. Dark patches on either side of the canals were clearly vegetation, growing close to the only apparent source of water and shifting with the seasons. The canals, he hypothesized, ended in 63 oases, collection and transfer stations, 120 to 150 miles wide. In later years, he predicted the existence of a 9th planet in the solar system. Though Lowell never saw Pluto, his pioneering work led to a successful search for it. Okay, we'll just ask him about everybody on the mission. Bernhardt. She is so beautiful and delicate. It hides a very forceful personality, but she is also most probably the most talented actress of our time. Buffalo Bill. He's been very helpful as a supplier of necessities. She's certainly rough and tough, Calamity Jane. She's a better wilderness scout for it. Let's see, Carnegie? I've never met anyone more caring of his fellow man. He uses his riches well and thoughtfully. He's also well schooled in steel manufacturing. Carver. such a quiet, dedicated man. He is very talented in his chosen field. Marie Curie. Madame has proven to be surprisingly intelligent. She is quiet, with good concentration. She is also a brilliant scientist. Wyatt Earp. That's one tough hombre, as they say. He would be a good man to have at your back. I wonder if I can recruit him. Thomas Edison. He's an eccentric, crotchety scientist. Not very open-minded, if you ask me. He's got talent, but he seems to prefer to scavenge ideas from others. Ooh, I wonder. Tesla. He is definitely a scientific maverick. He is either a madman or a genius. Or both. Nellie Bly? Interesting. He comments on Tesla, but not on Nellie Bly. Or on Dr. Blood. Or on Freud. It's interesting to me that he comments on Nikola Tesla, even though Tesla was on the 1895 expedition with us. That's cool. Emma Goldman. I forgot she was in this game. Such a strange woman. Very forceful, with dangerous ideas. The last time I saw her, she was helping Rasputin. William Randolph Hearst. Hearst is a successful entrepreneur. He knows how to make money. He's been a bit of a pack rat while here, though. I don't know if those particular efforts will come to anything. Nikolai Lenin? Mr. Lenin is an intense individual. He seems very devoted to his ideals. Percival Lowell. I'm asking about himself. Yes, Rogan, I am at your service. Millier? He is a marvelously inventive man. He has several ideas for new film techniques. Robert Peary? He is a veteran explorer with a lot of experience on ice. Good tales to tell, too. Rasputin, we asked about Roosevelt. Straightforward, thorough, trustworthy. He's good at his job and he's an excellent leader. Mark my words, we'll hear more of him someday. Tiffany. Such a marvelous artist. He has an amazing grasp of color. He decorated the White House a few years ago, you know, as well as Mr. Clemens' home. Mark Twain. An effervescent... sorry. I like my word better, but an effective satirist. He provides witty, droll companionship at all times. I would watch my back, though, if I were you. Nothing is sacred. H.G. Wells? That is a distractingly creative man. He has not been successful so far as a scientist, but he has an idea for a new book when we return. I think he'll go far as an author. It's just fun to get his commentary on the other characters. Okay. I guess we're done talking to Percival Lowell for the moment. Yes, you're right. I must get ready for our return. Alright, next up, we've got... Lenin, H.G. Wells, Clemens, and Earp. And then I think we've got them all. Gotta catch them all. We already talked to Tiffany. think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. Sorry, every time. Every single time I mention Tiffany. You see a severe-looking man with a trimmed beard. Ah, it is the one they call Avatar. Dravatsky. Brother. Svoi. Sorry, Dravsvoy? I am unfamiliar with whatever greeting he is attempting to use. I tried. Page 16 for the information on Lenin. Nikolai Lenin, 1870 to 1924. Lenin, born Vladimir Ilyich Ulyanov, was the most influential communist thinker of his day. The Russian revolutionary and founder of the Bolshevik Party first studied the teachings of Karl Marx in 1889 while a university student. In 1907, 2 years after the failure of the First Russian Revolution, Lenin left the country but continued the struggle to bring Marxism to his homeland from abroad. In 1917, he returned to lead a successful revolution, which left him in charge of a new Soviet government. He led the USSR, the United Soviet Socialist Republics, until his death in 1924. Lenin's dream of a world in which all members of society shared ownership of property and in which wealth was distributed equitably, found curious expression during his experience on Mars. His hat still looks like a pencil eraser. This is true. This is true, it does. No longer are you Pashesh, now you are Lenin. My premier occupation at this time is to organize socialist reform and revolution in Russia. My homeland is now badly governed. The majority of the people are oppressed by the Tsar. Assassination is not now out of the question. It is an alternative to be considered. Oh my. It can be a useful tool when used for political advancement of the people's advocates. Okay. Assassination used as a tool is sometimes not recognized or understood by the masses. Yeah, you could... amazing. Amazing that people don't recognize or understand. Masses. As here on Mars, the masses did not understand Raksak's motives. Wait, and you do? Please explain if you do, because they don't seem to make sense to me. It is sometimes necessary to weed a garden. Occasionally, some good plants must perish for the cause. Oh boy. Raksak's tool, if used with wisdom and discretion, could have brought about a social revolution. This is the first time anyone has talked about Raksak in a positive light at all. And it's questionable as to I mean, I guess it's positive light from this character's point of view. The revolution would not have been destructive to the people or plantals in general. It would only have destroyed those standing in the way of social progress. And you know this how? Unfortunately, Raksach is not wise or discreet. He planned to use the tool only for personal advancement and power, not for the good of the masses. In a case of power misused, as for Raksach, assassination must be considered as an appropriate means to achieve a desired goal. We must be allowed to return to Earth. There is much there that I must accomplish. Attention all hands, the Martian Assembly must meet in closed session to debate the efficacy and acceptability... Attention all hands, the Martian Assembly must meet in closed session to debate the efficacy and acceptability of assassination as a policy tool. Because the debate is expected to be lively, we will be clearing the stream in 15 minutes for everyone's safety. Thank you, Lord Portico. Advancement. Political advancement in this case, leading to better living conditions for the people. Right. Indeed, we are both busy men. Do svidania. See, I know that one. But whatever he said to greet me, I did not follow. I couldn't. I tried sounding it out and it did not remind me of any Russian greetings that I was familiar with. But I also don't know a lot of Russian. All right, you should be H.G. Wells. You see a scholarly looking man with dark blonde hair and a mustache. Before we initiate conversation, let us read the entry on H.G. Wells, page 24. H.G. Wells. Consilience. Thank you for the resubscription. 45 months. I don't know what it says. This is where, translate. До свидания. I see. Okay. It means experience? H.G. Wells, 1866 to 1946, renowned British writer whose work included such seminal science fiction tales as The Time Machine, 1895, and The War of the Worlds, 1898, the latter almost certainly inspired by his experiences on Mars. He also penned such popular non-fiction works as The Outline of History, which encompassed all of Earth's history from the dawn of time. According to Google Translate, it means experience, Philip. All right. He looks up from scribbling and jumps, surprised to see you standing there. Good to see you again, Rogan. How may I return your favor? All right. Mr. H.G. Wells, let us find out what we're going to talk to you about. Maybe? I was like, where is he? He was pictures. B-I-K-C-H-I-Z. Bitches. Wells, wells, wells. What do we have here? All right. Job. I'm an author, of course. Can't you see I'm writing a book? I liked Warehouse 13's take on H.G. Wells. Yes, writing is what I do best. I've tried science and teaching, but debate and short stories have so far been my forte. I've been working on one while we were here on Mars. I have most of the notes in my mind. Those dreaded machines gave me the idea. Leave it to me to misspell a phonetic language. All right, Mars. It is such a cold, forbidding planet. It reminds me of my failed geology classes. He shudders. Well, I didn't give it my all, I suppose. It is definitely time to go back to Earth when I begin reminiscing about geology. This accidental expedition has taken away 2 years of my life. I think it's weird. The game consistently capitalizes Mars and doesn't capitalize Earth. Earth. I think I shall appreciate it much more now. I can't wait to return to my Jane. Ah, my lovely darling. Her real name is Amy, you know, but she will always be my Jane. We are scheduled to be married as soon as I return. Expedition. Yes, speaking of nightmares, it was an incredible adventure, though, wasn't it? Maybe I can use the experience as the basis for another book. Yes, something to do with Mars. Or Martians. Machines. The one here on Mars controls your dream state. I have hypothesized that machines could be created to control other things, such as time. Considering that we are present in 1895 in-game via time travel, yeah, maybe. Although ours is magic-based. Dream. I never realized how important dreams can be. They can certainly show your present state of mind, but they also seem to exert force in the opposite direction, with nightmares influencing your choices in life. Nightmares. It was ingenious of the Martians to use our fears to trap us in our dreams. That invisible creature was truly horrible. Invisible. Such a terrible feeling to be pursued by something which you cannot see. The idea of invisibility is riveting, though. Perhaps another book. Time. Yes, a machine that allows you to travel through time. Quite an exciting concept, eh? You will have to read my book after it is published. Certainly, sir. You must remember to purchase my book when it appears on the stands. Righto. That just leaves us with, let's see, Mark Twain and Wyatt Earp to talk to. Like some kind of time machine. Like a man that's invisible. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Righto, I think we should be able to just finish these two, and then we'll end for the year day. Alrighty, let us talk to the man in white. You see a friendly, white-haired old man with a large mustache. Greetings, friend. Pleasant weather we're having. All right, it's time to talk about the man who met Data and Guinan. Page 23. Mark Twain, also Samuel Clemens, 1835 to 1910. Colonel Sanders, pen name of American writer Samuel Longhorn Clemens. After years as a printer's apprentice, a riverboat pilot, and a journalist, Clemens turned to fiction. Writing under the name Mark Twain, he penned such enduring classics as The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, 1876, The Prince and the Pauper, 1882, Huckleberry Finn, 1884, and a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court, 1889. All right. Let's find out what you have to say for yourself. I try to make a living as a writer. Usually works. I've been putting together a journal of our stay here on Mars for publication when we get home. I think it'll sell. I don't know if many people will be able to use it as a tour guide, though. The beautiful red planet, home of talking greenery and conversing crops. Yep, they would make one heck of a salad if they didn't talk back. You could make a great meal here if you never wanted to eat meat. Of course, the same objections people have to eating meat would apply here to plants. I suppose they'd just have to overcome their finer instincts or starve. Anyways, been a carnivore myself. Always been a carnivore myself. He shakes his head, resigned to others' strange behaviors. Mind you, I've been known to be particular about what I eat. I have known those who would seemingly eat anything if they were hungry enough. Why, I've been to places and watched foreigners eat just about anything and everything. When I traveled through Europe and the Holy Land, I came up against people who would put all sorts of things in their mouths. I tried a few, but I'm just too American for most, I guess. I mean, where I come from, we do things with frogs other than eating. I hope he means racing them, because I'm not sure what else. That's fine. You get to work and I'll wait right here. All kinds of things. I don't know. All right, last one. You see a short, wiry man with a short temper. Your voice startles the man. He looks up at you and quickly drops his hand to his belt, but he recognizes you and relaxes. All right, we're going to talk to Wyatt Earp. so we should read the description of him in the book. Mr. Wyatt Earp on page 13. I'll bring it up in just a sec. Wyatt Earp, 1848 to 1929. Earp, a genuine American folk hero, was a noted frontier lawman, serving as a policeman in Wichita, Kansas, and later as an assistant marshal in Dodge City. Moving to Tombstone, Arizona, Wyatt, his brothers Virgil, Morgan, and James, and Doc Holliday found themselves feuding with the Clanton and McLaury brothers, cattlemen who augmented their earnings by rustling. The feud escalated into an all-out war on October 26, 1881, when the Earps and Doc Holliday gunned down Billy and Frank Clanton and Tom McLaury in what came to be known as the gunfight at the OK Corral. Earp was acquitted by the courts. My experience with Mr. Earp was limited, and from what I know of him, I must say that doesn't displease me. One more step and I'll make my pants fall down, mister. Oh my. Righto. Yeah, what is it? I don't like to be bothered much, so speak your piece and get out of here. I'm a U.S. Marshal. That's a lawman out west, in case you didn't know. Yep, in Tombstone. He was reaching for his belt. This is true. Yep, in Tombstone, Arizona. I had to travel back east to escort a prisoner to Washington. On the way back, I passed through Chicago. Too damn crowded, if you ask me. Anyway, there was this Wild West show setting up next to the fair while I was there. It was called Buffalo Bill and his Congress of Rough Riders. Sounded good. Thank you, Wyatt Earp, for being a man of few words. Goodbye. Because, thanks to him being a man of few words, we're done talking to all of the characters that we woke up. Which means we need to head to Olympus as our next destination in order to progress the game further. Teleportation, fast travel, is at the top, the north side of the building, or the north side of the city. We'll hop on over to Olympus and then I will save. I am so happy that we were able to finally progress past the glitch point. Okay. Olymp. Oh. Yeah, let's drop off the picture and then I'll quit. Because it has been like half a year that I've been waiting to give this picture. All right, William Randolph Hearst, I have your photograph. Mr. Newsman, who won't go out and take his own photo. And who sent somebody and doesn't even care that the person died getting you the photo. You see a pale-skinned man with a gangly build. Hello, it's good to see you again. How may I be of service? Y'all know who Hearst is, right? Since I've been reviewing their entries, we can do another one. It's fine. William Randolph Hearst, 1863 to 1951. Hearst, a renowned American newspaper publisher and pioneer of yellow journalism, was the financial sponsor of the ill-fated 1893 Mars expedition. Hearst papers were cheap, sensational, and provocative, appealing to the common man in a way no newspaper had before. He and his bitter rival, Joseph Pulitzer, competed for the minds and pennies of the public. By the end of the 20th century, he was probably best known for his California home, the bizarre San Simeon. It will come as no surprise to those familiar with San Simeon that Hearst became a collector and trader of Martian artifacts. Perhaps junk would be a better word, during his stay on the Red Planet. Hearst is that car they use at funerals. All right. You show him the photograph, which he snatches immediately. The composition is not quite as I had hoped, and the frame is not very dramatic. However, a bargain is a bargain. My thanks for your part in this, Rogan. I hope this azurite is what you need. Farewell. If you encounter any valuable, unusual items, remember me. An azurite stone. I do not at present know why we need that. But I take it on faith that we do, since that was a long and convoluted quest. But now we need to open the ice cave, and we need to talk to Carnegie about the cannon. And those are our goals for, I think ice cave is next. I think, because I've been trying to get inside that freaking ice cave for months. Granted, I've had to restart the game twice. It's plot reasons as always. Yeah, I should save the game. Yay! Okay. That is where we're gonna leave it for this year. Let me hope that this works. Almost. For some reason, the muting and unmuting of audio sources is not working properly. I don't know. Anyway, thank you all so very much for joining me today. Wait. Huh? Okay. You almost missed... Oh. I see. Anyway, Zen did make a pun, yes. Thank you for joining me today. I know it is the end of the year, and so I know people are very busy this time of year, but I'm glad that we finally got further in the game. And I definitely... I'm still enjoying the game. Like, this is my favorite in the series so far. Thank you to Delevely and Mermaid Jeans for the raids. Thank you, Heart of Handprints, for the follow. Shadows of Life for the cheer. Consilience for the resubscription. Thank you to my wonderful moderators for being wonderful moderators and just awesome all-around people. Thank you to my subscribers over on Coffee, Was Not Worth It, and Baba Yeehaw. Thank you to the people who made art and emotes that I use on the channel. And yeah, this has been good. I do. Let's see. I think I should be tentatively. I will stream on Monday, and we'll do Botany Manor. Tentatively. I reserve the right to cancel that Monday night stream if I so desire. However, I will most likely not be streaming next Saturday because I'm having surgery on my right hand the day before. So I imagine I probably will not want to mouse very much. So if I'm feeling up to it, I might be on next Saturday, but most likely I'm probably going to take next Saturday off, since it will be the first day after they have worked to fix my finger. I'm not Detective Zen. I unfortunately my hand is not it doesn't do a very good job of flicking people off. It gets stuck like this. And so they're gonna fix it so that I'll be able to flick people off again. I mean, that's not the reason why, but no, I've had issues with trigger finger for a little over a year, and we tried injections. It got rid of it for a little bit, but it came back. So now we're doing the next thing, which is a short surgery, but a surgery all the same. So yeah, I should be probably doing Botany Manor on Monday. All the more reason to get a laser attached. Yeah. I probably will not be doing Ultima next Saturday, but time is amorphous for the next week, as I will not yet be back at work. Let me see who's on and where we might potentially want to go. It's been a little while, but since we've been doing some retro-y gamey stuff, I will not. There is no Archival Adventures this week, not until the 8th. We're gonna pop in on Retro Gamer 5000. And just keep up the love for some retro games. Retro Gamer 5000 is currently playing EverQuest. So we'll pop on over and say hello. I do have a raid call that you can pop into the chats when we get over there. It comes in both subscriber and non-subscriber flavors. So pick the one that is to your taste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that I will see all of you again in the near future. Until I do, get out there and do some shenanigans.